Hey y'all, how are you doing? Newsflash: the 2026 version of you already exists. That version of you that's going to be successful in 2026 is already in existence. It's already lived the life. It's already lived 2026. What it's doing though is waiting for you to stop resisting the change to get there. You probably could have been there in 2025. Who knows? But it's on you, because it already exists. It's already lived this life. It's already what you're going to go through this year. It's going to be meant for you to go through because it's going to get you to somewhere better, different, special, encouraging, wonderful, all kind of good things. So, how are you going to approach this? How are you going to allow your 2026 version of you that is successful, that is happy, that is peaceful? How are you gonna let that happen? Are you gonna make it? You go. There was a thing in a movie once. Are you gonna make this hard? Or are you gonna make this easy? But it's up to you. How easy are you going to make it to make all the changes that you need to make to allow that better version of you to exist, to come into existence? Are you going to go kicking and screaming? Because it's going to happen regardless. But are you going to go kicking and screaming? Are you going to go peacefully? Are you going to go the road less traveled that is easy? Excuse me, I guess my voice doesn't want to wake up this yet this morning, but I'm going to get through this. But I know for me, my 2026 version is going to be a whole lot different from the previous versions. I don't know what exactly is going to happen in the end, of course, because I haven't got there yet. But I know for me, I'm starting off 2026 much differently than I would have imagined starting it. Because today, I'll be taking my Shahada. I never thought that I would say that. I, you couldn't pay me to think that I would ever say that. But I am. I'm saying that. I'm taking my Shahada. Now, my history in religion, and just in case you don't know, a Shahada is your declaration in Islam as a Muslim, a declaration that Allah is the only God, no one else other than Him. And I'm making that declaration to continue to allow myself to move forward to where I need to be. So now I'm going to backtrack again. So, my history of religion, I grew up, as a lot of us do, I grew up in Ohio. So we grew up Baptist and Southern Baptist and all those things. And I was a Christian descent, Christian upbringing. I can say that. And then later on in life, I moved to Georgia. After I moved to Georgia, let me just say this: in my life of a Christian, I saw a lot. A lot of us have been Christians. We have people in the faith, not in the faith, claiming the faith but not being of it, all kind of things, all kind of things. And I went to a church in Georgia. It was ended up being a huge Christian church. It's actually non-denominational, is what it was, and the big fallout came from there. But even when I was in that church, my heart was always in a place where it was like there's something better, something different for me. I don't know what it is, but I was searching for something more, something different. And so that church allowed me to come to the place of being closer to a divine source. I'll say that. Of course, in non-denominational churches, it's God. It's the the Trinity. It's all that things. But even in that, I felt like I wasn't getting the answers in life that I wanted to get. I wasn't getting the connection to God that I wanted to get. And I knew there was a connection out there that I wanted to get. I wasn't getting it, so I was still going for it. So what happened is I end up in 2016, I end up getting divorced. And when I got a divorce, well, I got married, got a divorce, and in my divorce, as outside of my divorce, right after my divorce, I was like, I want to get back to me. I want to get back to the true, authentic person of me. I felt like I had, I was on this path where everything was so hard. The word hard, I didn't want to say the word hard, but that's what came to my mind. Hard, difficult, challenging. I had a lot of anger. I had a lot of resentment. I had a lot of hurt. A lot of hurt. I had a lot of stuff going on. And I can get more specific about that if you want to hear that part of me to help me to get to where I am now. Put it in the comment below, and I'll make another video about that to explain just the hard and the challenging that I felt, that I went through, to help me to continue to gain clarity of what I want in life and to start moving forward for what I want in life. So, however, went through all that, and so I decided I want to be the more authentic version of me. So I went and I end up be a life coach was brought to me through the universe, brought me a life coach because this is the path I was doing. So this was the guidance I was being given because I knew something was there. So they came to guide me to get there, right? So got a life coach, and she helped me to get to my authentic version. When I tell you, I've made videos about her before. So I've mentioned her in videos before. She was a life changer for me because she helped me to get there. She helped me to start moving. She helped me to start becoming me. She gave me the ground, the foundation of who I am, who I'll be, right? And she's part of the reason why I became a coach, because I wanted to help people how I want to help people how she helped me. I want to help guide people how she guided me. I love to see people succeed and gain happiness and joy and peace. That was one of my main reasons for it. And it's something that comes so easy for me because I tend to be the person that people will gravitate to. People, I can be in the store all the time and people will come up to me, just people I don't know, and just start talking to me stuff about their life. And I'll share what I know and then whatever, and it goes away a beautiful experience. And this happens a lot. I'm like, oh my goodness, so nothing else tells me I'm a coach. That does. So that's what I'm doing. I'll do it. Um, but I will talk about that more in another video. Either way, so coming more to present day. So in becoming my more authentic self, I got into spirituality. Not necessarily religion, not religious, spirituality. Connecting metaphysically, let me say it that way. Connecting to the inner me, connecting to me, the inner me, loving who I am, giving love to who I was, giving healing to the past versions of me that held on to hurt that's showing up in the present version of me. And that journey is still going on. It won't, even in reverting to a Muslim, it will not go away because this is life. This is the healing that we all are here to have and receive. So, but in that spiritual journey, it gave me so many answers, so many clues, so many more connections and closeness to the divine, the universe, the part of me that's connected to the most high and spiritual part of all of us, because we're all connected in an energy. We're all connected energetically. And so that process helped me to deepen my level of connection of spirituality, right? So now, present day. I am with a partner that I have known since I was a kid. We met when I was in my teens, 12, 13, something like that. His memory is better about it than mine. And he and I, uh, we have known each other since then. We started a family. We had a child. And then life happened, and we separated. We got into other relationships, and a lot of time passed, and a lot of things changed within us. But as life would have it, he is my soulmate, and he knows I'm his. So life brought us back together over 20 something years later, because our daughter is 30 something years old now. So, mind you, in those years, we were back and forth. And when as we met as youngsters and growing up and being in a relationship, one thing we were able to do, able to become best friends. When I say best friends, this dude can know me better than I know myself, at least as much as I know myself. He's good for me. He was good for me, and I'm good for him. I always was good for him. But when we separated, went on our own different ways, um, and got in other relationships and came out. Like I mentioned, I had gotten married, I had a child, I got divorced. But here we are now, years later, and we're coming back. And so, in coming back, now mind you, he's always been a Muslim because that's what he was raised. He was raised as a Muslim. But when we were younger, we didn't put too much big of a thing on it. Like we were just living like we were young. But now, as getting older, his desire is to be more in his faith of a Muslim. And me being his partner, I understand the importance of being equally yoked, being with someone who's like-minded. I understand for him being a Muslim that it's not easy for him to go to a mosque and have a faith so deep in prayer and don't have one to pray with him, don't have one to support him, in a religious sense and all that kind of stuff. And so because of that, I started to consider it. Now, he doesn't like that. And I agree, I understand, because you don't want people to change for you. You want people to change because of who they are and who they want to be, not necessarily for you. And I wouldn't want that for him. I wouldn't want him to change anything because I want him to change. I would want him to change because he wants to change, because that's when and how permanent change happens. So, but I know me. My difficulty, and we're going to be talking through this. I'm going to walk you through my life as becoming a revert into Islam, because this is not easy for me, because of my background that I've had, not the Christian part, because I didn't hold on to the Christian part of me a lot, because I didn't find the answers I'd found in that. But what I did hold on to with the spiritual part of me, and because of the spiritualistic, metaphysical part of me, I'm like, I don't know how Islam going to go with this. I don't know how following Allah is going to go with this. But I know that I'm brought here for a reason. So I'm going to go and continue. I'm going to make this change to find out what the reason is. And whatever it is, because what it's supposed to be. It was presented to me as something that needs to change, so I'll change it. Even though my heart in the beginning of it is going to be challenging, and we're going to talk about this in videos, and it's going to be a lot of, not necessarily a lot of stuff going to have to change, but something's going to have to change. But I'm willing to do it to see what happens, because it's nothing like being connected with peace, being connected with the source that provides you and helps you through everything. So why not? You know what I'm saying? Why not? And so I'm here today, like I said, to give my shahada, to do my shahada. Not here, but I will be going later today to take my shahada. And experiencing what the rest of 2026 has for me. I have prayers for success in my business, several businesses, as a coach, as a creative, because I have so many things. I have so many different channels. I have this channel. I think I was going to put this on my Healing Bridges channel. I have on the soul side channel for my metaphysical, and spiritual side of things. Um, I have a Zen Zone channel where I create affirmations and stuff, and I'm going to be doing subliminals and stuff to help people to change their mindsets about things. Um, I create things. I create clothes. I create crafts. I create so all that, but on all that I do and enjoy doing, I'm praying for success in that. And I know becoming this is part of that success. I don't know how. We'll all find out together if you stay to this channel and keep watching and keep going on with me as I guide you through what happens in life. But I want you to gain success in the life that you have. This I'm just explaining to you for what happens to me, but I'm here for you. So the 2026 version of you that is already successful is waiting for you to make a change. So think about it. What is it in your life that you found in 2025 that you know that's been placed on your heart that something needs to change, something different is going on, something different has to take place, something different is going to happen? What do you feel that change needs to be? And if you don't know, sit down and take a moment to just let it hit your soul. Let the intuition guide you and let you know what it is. If you don't get it in this moment, trust. If you ask, it'll come. And say this prayer. Say this prayer if you need to. You know, Allah, God, divine, the universe, whatever it is that you reach out to. I want blank, right? The 2026 version of me that is successful. I am successful at these things. Being stable in my home, being stable in a job, having a stable income, having a business, starting a business, being in a loving relationship, whatever it is that you desire and you want to see come into fruition in 2026, put it out there in prayer. So and to God, source, universe, Allah, whoever it is that you connect with, I pray and ask for your guidance to become this best version of me. Please help me to understand who I need to be, what I need to do, what I can change. What is it for me to achieve this success in 2026? Guide me. I'm asking for your guidance. And thank you. And if in that moment you get the answer, make sure you write it down. If not in that moment, it will come to eventually. Something will hit you at some time when it needs to. Write it down. And and do this. I always love to do this too. Give yourself a word. If you haven't done it before, if you've done it before, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, here you go. Give yourself a word that you want to be your goal, your focus in 2026. My goal, I've had several before. Patience, oh my goodness. I'm telling you, if you ask for patience, beware. That's going to be your most challenging year ever yet if you ask for patience. So I ain't going to tell you don't ask for it, but I'm just telling you if you do, that's what's going to happen. Because it never fails. It never fails. Because life is going to give you things to have to be patient for. So always going to be so challenging. So I never do that mistake again. But however, this year, mine is teachable. Teachable. I don't know why, but it came to me already. And I know why, but because whatever's going to happen this year, I have to be teachable in order to get that. So that's how life happens for me. It gives me my intuitive thoughts to let me know what's going on and what's going to happen. It gives me clues, so that's my clue. So my word for the 2026 is teachable. I'm going to be teachable. Oh, and I just figured out. That's and I guess in becoming in a Muslim revert, a Muslima, I'm going to have to learn. Bam. See, and so you can get clarity and guidance just like this. So let your life fall out before you. It can be easy. It can be easy. And we can talk more about being easy. If you remind me, put in the comments below. Talk about how it can be easy. I'll do another video for it. We'll comment below. But yeah, it can be easy. So yeah, so mine is teachable. So what is yours? What does your intuition tells you that your one word can be for 2026 to guide you to the success that you want to have? All right. So I don't want to make this video too long. Oh, it's not too bad. It's not as bad as I thought it was. But yeah, but the version of you for 2026, it already exists. It just needs you to be teachable. It needs you to be open. It needs you to allow whatever changes need to happen for that success to come. Because we can't remain the same person and get different results. We can't. Because being the person we are got us the results that we've been getting. And I guarantee you, most of it you don't like. There's now, mind you, you've had success, you've had victories, you've had so many good things to happen because there are parts of you that did let go of some resistance, did let go of some things that you needed to let go of. You did make some changes in things that you were supposed to needed to do. So because of those things, you were able to find some success and some happiness and some peace and some joy in 2025. You've achieved a lot already. I can sense that. You've already achieved a lot. You've already come so far away from where you used to be. And that's a beautiful thing. So keep going in that direction and let life become easier in doing it. Because as you get older, you get better. Because you get wiser and you get stronger. So in the strength and the wisdom that you have been given up to this time, and it doesn't make a difference how old you are, what gender you are, what race you are, any of that. That has nothing to do with this success, with this peace, this joy, this happiness. So allow yourself to be guided to where you need to be with ease. With ease. Yes, it will have some challenges, but if you go through it in a, I want to say the right way, but not necessarily the right way, but if you go through it in a way where you are allowing things to happen, those challenges don't have to be so challenging. It can be a challenge that comes up. You can see it. Oh, okay, I recognize this. I recognize this as a challenge. I recognize this as something I need to change and do differently. So, okay, I'm going to get humble. I'm going to allow it to happen. I'm going to allow it to be. I'm just going to make the change and just let it go. Just go on with it. You can become an alchemist. I have to keep meaning to make a video about that. And an alchemist is just a person who doesn't allow the hard things to stay within you. You learn to release them as fast as you can and let them go and and to give yourself peace. I'm still going to make a video about that. That's just a short version. But yeah, let the 2026 version of you rule with peace, grace, and ease, because it's going to happen. As a matter of fact, a thought just came up. What's supposed to happen is going to happen. If that successful version of you is supposed to happen, it will happen if you allow it to happen. But because you have free will, you can decide you don't want to do the signs that you've been given. You don't want to do the changes you need to make. So a lot of things you don't want to do, you decided, I don't want to do that. Like I can decide I don't want to be a revert. Joker, you knew me when I was a kid, since we've been children, to not be a Muslim. So you're going to take this for me. You're going to take who I am, and we're going to do this in the way you came back to me in agreements with. I can easily take that. I can easily take that route and that thought pattern, right? But what does that do for me? You know? I'm bucking off what's supposed to happen. What's supposed to happen is me being a revert, me committing to Islam, being a Muslim. So if I choose not to, though, then this year will go somewhere different. It will do what it's supposed to do, but it won't be that. And so what can happen, then I can put it off until next year. Then next year, okay, I end up listening to what I was told to do this year, becoming a Muslim, and then life changing and continuing after that. You know, see what I'm saying? So we have free will. I can always decide this is not what I want to do. And this is why I don't want to do it, and I'm not going to, and whatever else, and put my foot down because I have free will and choice. And 2026 will happen the way it's supposed to, but it won't be the. I can't. How can I put this right? I don't want to. I don't want to confuse you. I don't want to confuse you, so I'll leave that the where it is. Everything that's supposed to happen will happen. But I've been given a sense for me, what's supposed to happen is me being a revert. So I'm going to do that. Instead of resisting, I'll make the change. So I can do the best version of me, not just a new version of me. Maybe that makes sense. All right. So put down it below. Let me hear what you want to do. What does the 2026 successful version of you look like? What does it feel like? Does it feel peaceful? Does it feel abundant? Does it feel rich? Does it feel, what does it feel? Put in the comments below. Let me know. What is the successful 2026 version of you? That's a tongue twister. Y'all say that fast 3 times. Let me know what happens. But what does it feel like? Get to that version of you with ease, joy, peace, and happiness. All right? Let's do this together. As always, I love you guys. And until the next video that I'll see you in, I wish you joy, peace, and happiness. And also, that's right, I forgot. Put down below what your word for 2026 is. If you don't mind sharing, put down below. I'm telling you, put a lot of stuff below, right? Put all of it down there. What is your word for 2026? Let me know if you can. If you figure it out. If you don't, come back and let me know. Either way, I love you guys. We're going to have a great year. Subscribe to the channel if you're interested in hearing how all this plays out. And I want to hear how yours play out as well. Let's share. And like the video if you like it. Share with someone else if you know that they need encouragement for becoming something different, allowing the better to happen for them in 2026. All right? So I'll see you in the next video. Take it easy.